from your phone. Can you see it? Sorry, if you guys are actually seeing this, then it can be all over the place for a second. Ah!
Yep.
Okay, finally worked. There you go. Lane got one on his phone.
Cool.
All right. Well, at least it's working on my phone. Why wasn't it working on my computer?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, hopefully this is actually live right now. We're using my phone. We usually use a computer. Okay, cool. We are actually live. Lane and I have been sitting here for 7 minutes talking to ourselves, thinking we were live, and we're not. I don't know what was happening. We tried on my computer, and oh god, I wasn't planning on everybody seeing my entire outfit. Hi. Well, no choice now. We can move it up a little bit. No, okay, so we started the live right at 1. We were actually on time.
Yeah, for once.
We're just sitting here, we're like, oh, we'll let people join. You know, there's one person, it said 1.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we're just kind of chatting. Yeah, it might always say 1, it counts us.
It makes you feel better.
And finally, like 3 minutes in, we're like, God, nobody's joined, which it's like, usually at least a few people join.
There's usually a couple.
So then we have Brad look and see if we're live, and we weren't. But the computer said we were. So anyways, we were trying to figure that out. But hi, guys. How's your day? We don't have anything specific we were going to talk about today. So if anybody has any suggestions. Did you tell Andrew we're live?
No.
But we were just talking to ourselves
Pretty much.
about, we were in a pickleball tournament yesterday, which we talk about pickleball a lot. And Lane played singles for the first time. I think he did pretty well. I think he thinks he did pretty well.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's like playing tennis singles.
Yeah.
It's just...
Those guys had a lot more experience playing singles, too.
Yeah.
But I had fun.
Yeah, and then Brad and I played together, which was a journey. It was not very good at first. I had to take some meditation breaths for a little bit there. Brad's right here too, by the way. I know you guys are always asking about him. Hi, everybody. So yeah, for those who are joining, let us know what you want to chat about. We don't have anything specific today. Nothing specific to Below Deck either, so we're not against talking Below Deck, but
yeah,
I don't think there's anything new in the Below Deck universe.
No, not much. I've only watched the show a couple of times.
What's it about?
Yeah, what is it about? After my meeting the other day, we were just talking about random stuff, and the guys were like, have you guys seen that show, Below? And I'm sitting there like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, Below Deck. Yeah, have you guys seen it? And I'm like, I just didn't say anything.
Wait,
like,
who is this?
At my AA group.
They said that?
Yeah.
And you didn't say you know?
No, I just kept quiet. But they were like, yeah, you know, they're living on boats. I don't know how they do it, blah, blah, blah.
Because you didn't want them to be like, yeah, fucking stupid show, right?
Yeah, the show sucks. I hate it.
Okay, wait. There's a lot. Brad, can you be our moderator? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, you just have to give me the...
I don't know how to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. Do you like any of the Housewives franchises? We've talked about this multiple times. We don't watch it.
No.
And the reason I said I haven't ever gotten into it is because I feel like I have to watch something from the beginning, and there's so many... yeah, you're going to have to moderate.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. How do we do that, Lane? I think it's in the corner here. Community moderation. What is this? Live chat on, blocked, no. How do I go? Sorry guys, give me a second. We're gonna limit it to subscribers. There we go.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But then...
Lane can give me moderator rights from his phone.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, I can't do it from here. So I limited it to subscribers. Community defaults. Sorry guys, we're doing this from our phone today, which is not what we usually do. So I don't have anything else. Do you got it, Lee?
I gave my phone to Brad.
Okay. So I can't start. I don't want to start anything from the beginning, and there's too many seasons.
There's a lot of seasons,
Yeah. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay.
The joys of live streaming.
There we go. Oh, here, babe. Comment on it, and then I can give you mod. That's how we can do it. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to go up. Hello, can I have a please shout out? My name is Katie. I'm on my dad's phone. Hi, Katie. Oh, are you guys a couple or siblings? We're siblings. So I'm Morgan, this is Lane. We might have some new people joining because, do you know why I think we have new people joining? It's because we joined the Creator Fund.
Oh, yeah.
So when we hit 500, okay, did you comment, babe?
Did.
Okay. When we joined the Creator Fund, add as a moderator. What is managing versus standard?
I mean, Brad, it doesn't matter.
Can I do both? Oh, shoot.
Managing is probably more.
All right. I don't know what I did, but I gave you managing moderator.
It's fine.
I'm Morgan. This is Lane. We're siblings. When we mentioned Brad, that's my husband.
Yeah.
That's okay. I totally agree. I started watching a couple of them forever ago. Refused to start any new ones. I know. I did watch The Traders, though. And I know the housewives that were on The Traders, at least. So a few of them. Let's see. I don't think there was any other questions. I was going up. Oh, yeah. Man. What else?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it earlier, but we started talking about something else. When we were sitting here, like, talking to ourselves, basically, every episode that we record, I'm terrified that we're doing that.
Doing what?
Like, your phone's not recording.
Oh,
so we're
I
just
know.
sitting there talking to each other for 45 minutes.
I know, I'm glad we realized 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
I think we would have. I mean.
Probably.
Do you got everything?
Yep. I
Okay.
got it.
Cool.
Oh, you didn't finish your story about AA.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I was distracted because we were trying to give. We might actually have to stop this live.
Yeah. Well, Brad can kick them out.
They're creating new ones.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Brad's got it.
I'll just keep blocking him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, finish your story.
Oh yeah, so we're all standing back there and we're talking about random stuff, and they bring up Below Deck, and I was like, oh yeah, I think I've watched it. And they're like, yeah, it's crazy. They're like on this boat and they're working about it. I'm like, man, that's insane. Like, I gotta watch that.
iPad.
Okay. Oh, you just acted like you didn't know it at all?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't know.
What the heck? How are we supposed to get famous? No, I don't like tell people. I mean, if somebody mentions Below Deck, I'll say I know it, but I'm not like, oh, you should watch our show.
Yeah, I haven't found that line yet where it's like, I don't want to be like, yeah, watch my show.
Right.
You know?
I know. Hold on, let me see. Sorry, now it's giving us different things to do.
Yeah, that troll. If it keeps up, then I'd just keep it locked down to subscribers only.
Well, it is on subscribers only.
Then they're having to go through each time and subscribe, so there's that.
All right, well, I'm just doing limits participants to the specific people you approve. So is that gonna, you can approve people then? Because it's just...
Yeah, I'll just have to filter the thing.
Hi, our friend from Holland.
Oh, hi.
Hi. That's one we want. Okay, there we go. So anyways, we limited only viewers selected by the channel owner can send messages. So that'll be Brad. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Thank you for being here through our growing pains.
Jeez. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's because we have not done this since we hit the 500. Mm-hmm. And I think it just probably pops up for more people. Once you hit the 500. Growing pains. We've never done this before. But anyways, yeah, so if somebody's talking about Below Deck, I'm not like, hey, you should watch our show. But I feel like I might be getting to that point.
Yeah.
I was never, I don't want to make it sound like I'm embarrassed by it or
Yeah.
anything, but it's just so niche. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, and it's also like I don't want to lose the freedom to like talk about whatever we talk about because I'm in the back of my head I'm like, oh, this person might be watching, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
We've had some people say they watch.
Yeah, we've had at least I've had somebody like talking to me about it and they're like, "Oh yeah, I saw what you said about that person." I'm like,
Who?
I won't say.
Like someone we know in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like-
about a person on Below Deck?
I can't remember. I think it was something about like high school or something, so it really wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
But it was very like, and I don't think they meant to, but it was kind of threatening. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Are you good, babe?
Mhm.
Are you like
I'm not-
seeing messages
No.
that like? Because that's what sucks. I want you guys to be able to send messages. So again, bear with us. This is our first time. I think Brad and Lane are gonna do some research on lives after this, but we want people to be able to send messages. But you obviously just can't let anybody send messages. So, what else? We don't have any questions because I don't know if you guys can send messages. Eat. I'm trying to think. Oh, I was going to talk about the book I'm reading. You want to talk about like recent books you've read?
Sure.
So I finished Demon Copperhead. I don't know if anybody knows that book. It won is it the Pulitzer Prize? Is
Yeah.
that how you say it? I think back in like 2023.
Dang.
It's so good. It's basically like it's pretty long. It was like over 500 pages, but it's about basically like a foster child growing up in like Appalachia. So like really poor, and just kind of the journey of a foster child like through the system, which it's sad, obviously.
Yeah.
But the author just did a really good job writing it. So I'll be recommending that to people. And then actually the one I'm reading right now. And I think I bought this with you when we were at the bookstore.
Yeah.
It's called The Courage to be Disliked. And then it says the Japanese phenomenon that shows you how to change your life and achieve real happiness.
Oh,
What I like about it is it's written in like a conversation.
Yeah.
So it's like a person who's like, oh, you say life is so simple. Like, tell me why you think that, because I think life basically sucks.
Yeah.
And like it's this philosopher, and it's based off Adlerian psychology. There's 3 different ones, which I guess if you're not like a psychology nerd, maybe you don't care. But let me see. Freud, Jung, and Adler. So if you know psychology, you know those names. Oh, there we go. Have you guys watched the new show called High Surf? Did you push that one through?
Open it because you have to be on desktop to approve.
Oh, so you're good?
You have to be on it. I'm on my iPad. You have to be on a desktop to.
So you're just gonna be deleting comments?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be busy.
All right. No, what is High Surf? Have you heard of it?
No.
What? Yeah, I have not heard. I don't even know what it's on. What else? Oh, I watched Traders. I was gonna say, what have we watched recently?
Yeah. I just started watching Lost.
Did you? That's one of
Yeah.
those shows that I feel like anybody you talk to that has watched Lost, they don't love it, but they watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I haven't had someone like even like one of my close friends from the fraternity was like, "It's my favorite show, but I don't think I'll ever watch it again." I'm like, then why? Why am I watching
I think
this?
Dad watches it too.
I think he
I
does,
think he
yeah.
said the same thing. It's pretty entertaining, not reality. It's about lifeguards on the North Shore of Hawaii. It's on Fox, I think. Oh, I think I did see that. Hey, Braden's here.
Hey, Braden.
The High Surf kind of like Baywatch vibes.
I was gonna say
a lot
that's.
of Baywatch vibes.
Is it Baywatch vibes? That's okay. Sometimes you like those kind of like cheesier shows.
Yeah, it looks like this.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Rescue
yeah,
High
brother.
Surf. You know what show I haven't watched but also looks super cheesy is 911. Have you seen like the commercials for that one?
Yeah, I've seen it on TikTok a couple times.
It's almost like purposefully trying to be super cheesy.
Yeah.
Because wasn't there one with like a bee tornado?
Yeah, it was the they were like playing off like the murder hornets. Yeah.
I was like, Oh, I couldn't get past the first 3 episodes of Lost. How far are you in?
About the second episode. And I switched to something else.
Oh, of course I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
That's not a surprise for anybody. I'm watching the new season. I bought it on Amazon. If you pay like, I don't know, it was like 15 or 20 bucks. I get each episode as it comes out. So I've been doing that. The Traitors. Anybody in here watch The Traitors? I actually really liked it, but it's the first season I actually watched. So some people have said other seasons were better. But I really liked it. Trying to think of what else. I don't really watch anything else. Oh, F1's back, if we have any Formula One fans in here. Lane's not one. But that's really exciting for Brad and I. He's sitting right here too, so if you guys have anything you want to say to Brad. here, we'll turn it. Ready? Our moderator. If I have any... Hey, hi, love you from India. Oh my gosh. What time is it in India? I feel like it's probably... In my brain, it's the middle of the night. It's probably
that's
not.
what it always is.
Everywhere else, it's the middle of the night.
It's so true.
11:52 p.m.
Oh, it's kind of late. Speaking of, the F1 race was in Australia yesterday, and it was like normal time for them, but it was on at 11 p.m. last night, our time.
You were in bed for
Guess
3
who
hours
couldn't-
before that.
Guess who couldn't stay up?
Yeah, you guys.
So, what the worst part was I was like awake at 11, right? I'm like laying in bed, but I'm like half in, half out. And I'm like, okay, let's just watch the start. And then if I fall asleep, we'll just pause it and watch it in the morning. Somebody crashed on the formation lap, which I don't know if you know what a formation lap is. It's basically like a warm-up lap. Like, nobody's really going that fast.
Yeah.
So someone crashed, and then it delayed it. So I'm like, I can't do this, and I shut it off. It's better than Baywatch, in my opinion. Oh my god, F1 talk, I know. I'll have to check it out. If it's I don't really watch things on Fox. What streaming service is that? Would be
Hulu.
Fox. Hulu?
I think.
Oh yeah, because of like Family Guy.
Yeah, I think they're owned by the same people.
Yeah.
Or it's, yeah.
I'm a Hamilton fan, and it was painful last night. I know.
Yeah, but it was his first race in a Ferrari.
Yeah, Brad, is a Hamilton. We're both Hamilton fans.
I thought you were talking about the play. What happened now?
Did you shoot your shot? No, Lewis Hamilton, not eight-time world champion.
I know, and I'm hoping, as they like work through the kinks. This race was so crazy. Again, like we won't talk about F1 the whole time, but feeling the reality of Ferrari strategy. Yeah. The race was also crazy because it was like raining, then not raining, then raining lightly, then raining heavily, then it stopped raining, then it would rain heavily again. Mm-hmm. And if you know anything about racing, they have to put different tires on with like different levels of rain. So it really was a terrible first race because the strategy had to be there. You know, there's a bunch of new kids, and then Lewis and the Ferrari, like, you just... I'm surprised by how well Alex did, though. I know, we were, like, pleasantly surprised.
We get fourth?
So we ended up fifth because Kimmy, they actually took it back.
5-second penalty?
Yeah, so so anyways. But yes, anyway, if you're an F1 fan, that's back. And then also watch Drive to Survive on Netflix. That's how we got into it, and I want him to watch it, too.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. Some people that watch it don't end up being super fans, because my friend Kara watched it, and she's like, I don't care.
Yeah. It's different. We've actually been, we went to Miami last year, and it was
super
awesome.
fun.
Every now and then, you'll say something about F1, and I'm like, how did she get into F1?
Netflix show.
And and then I remember the Netflix show.
Drama. If you like drama, honestly, it's like a reality show. They're shady. The Christian, the team principal of Red Bull, I always call him a queen because he's so shady. Like, he's always promoting drama, even though he's like, I hate drama. He's like one of those girls that's like, I hate drama, and then he is the drama.
Yeah.
Stirring the pot.
Just like Fraser, whatever his name was, a couple seasons ago, the Chiefs did.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He was like that, too. I don't like drama, but then he was the drama. And we kind of liked it. We're like, I see you.
We're like, yeah, we know what you're doing. And you know what you're doing.
Oh, my God, Fraser. I know. I feel like he's going to be back.
I feel like he would be too.
And that's the next season, I think, would be Below Deck Original, right?
I think so, yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see him coming back.
I wonder when that would premiere. Don't they take a little break in the summer, or do they not? I can't remember. We've been doing this for like almost 3 years now, and I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know, actually. I think they do.
Most shows break in the summer, but obviously they still have to have shows on, so.
But I feel like we've been doing this year-round. So, like, I don't think there ever is a break.
Hi, Tori. Hi, Jay. I kind of miss him. He was funny, but at the time I found him annoying. I know. We went back and forth on Fraser.
Yeah.
I think I overall like him. You know who reminds me of him?
Who?
Jeff. I won't say his last name, but Jeff. Pickleball, works with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, actually, when you say that, they're the same person in my mind.
You're like, wait, that's Fraser.
I
Yeah.
literally was thinking, oh my god.
They do look similar.
Yeah.
And act similar.
Yeah.
Because, like, we always say this to Brad, like, Jeff's, like, he either loves you or hates you, and he can switch on a dime. But it doesn't really affect you because you know him.
Oh my god, literally, up until you said that, they were the same person.
That's hilarious. I think the stress of the season got him. Didn't he have a rough time? I feel like I can't remember who his stews were, but I feel like he kind of had, like, ones that were, like, high drama.
Was that, like, Natalia? No, not Natasha.
Oh, maybe. Oh, wait, no, that was the Toomey thing.
Toomey, yeah.
So
Those two were mixing.
That was
together.
Med. Okay, that's a different season.
Yeah, that was Toomey.
I'm gonna Google it because I can use my computer. We gotta figure out how to use my computer next time.
Who was under him?
All right, would it be Below Deck? Season 11.
I think so.
Let's see. Season 11 characters.
Yeah, I know.
Cast.
Maybe.
Okay, yes. Oh wait, no. Oh, this has it wrong, I think. Is this one Ben? Ben, yeah. Google doesn't have it right. But is the right. Let's look at a picture.
Because he
No,
wasn't
that's
with
wrong,
Sandy,
too.
right? He was on regular Below Deck.
Yeah, with Captain Carey, right? See, you see how all these blend together, guys?
They really do.
I watch those videos while getting ready for work, so it's funny to watch this live at work. Don't tell my boss. Aw. I know. Maybe one day we'll get back on podcast players, because I think about that sometimes.
I do too, yeah.
We were on, I don't know, if, for those of you that have been here for a while, we were on podcast players up until maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
And then it just got to be where people were listening on the podcast players, but it wasn't enough to, like, offset the cost, and YouTube's free.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's just focus on YouTube, but maybe, like, once we hit, like, if we ever hit 1,000 people on YouTube, maybe we'll go back to the podcast players, because then it won't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, because it's just so similar and YouTube's free that it's like, yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, how did we forget this? Zandy and Barbie.
Oh my god, how did we forget that? I was thinking Barbie and Natalia.
They do,
very
yeah,
similar.
they are very similar.
Yeah.
And Anthony was the chef who struggled.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen a chef struggle that much
No.
in a long time.
No.
We felt so bad for him. I think he was getting like 2 hours of sleep every night.
He really was, yeah.
Oh, Anthony.
Maya asked, would you guys ever upload on Spotify, or is it too much work?
So that's what we're talking about with podcast players, because we were on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Potentially in the future. And really it wasn't that much cost, but it was getting to the point where we were just like, people can watch us on YouTube and they can listen and, just have the video playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we're talking about. Like, maybe in the future we'll go back to podcast players, because we went through this service, actually. It was actually kind of nice.
Yeah,
where
it was super easy.
It was super easy. We went through this service where we'd send them our episode, and then they would post it on every single place you could get a podcast. Like Apple, Spotify, what else?
All
Audible.
All the other places you've never heard
all
of.
the other ones that people don't use.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they just may be more prominent in different parts of the world, though, too.
True,
Yeah. We did have, like I said, we had a decent amount of people that listened, and what was cool is you could see where people were listening from.
Yeah, that was cool.
The analytics.
Yeah, so that was nice.
See, I use YouTube Premium so I can start a video, and then I can press a lock button, and then it's just audio.
Right.
That's what I do, too. Yeah.
Yep, so yeah, the people that have YouTube Premium can just, listen to us. Somebody goes, I low-key liked her. Should we tell our Barbie story? It's not even really a story, but
I think we
I'm going
probably
to tell
could
it.
at this point. Yeah.
So when we were doing that season, Barbie would comment on our videos sometimes. We've said this before that we are so bad. I'm going to move it a little bit more towards you because I feel like you're cut out. We are so bad at reaching out to like crew members. Yeah, like we want to. I just can't. I just feel like, I don't know. I can't even tell you why we don't take that route.
I don't know. Because we always think about it and we're like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then we never do it.
I reached out to Aisha once. She left me unread.
She did.
So Brad tries reaching out to the most famous person from the franchise and then doesn't get a message back.
If you don't swing for the fence, you'll never hit a home run.
Anyways, I'll finish this up. So she was messaging us, sometimes commenting our videos. We were like, we love you. And then what happened at the end was, we're always going to be honest, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
and this kind of proves that.
Right. Like, but I also feel like we've never said anything where we're like, fuck this person, we hate them. Because again, like we say this all the time, it's a show. We have opinions on an entertainment show, but we know it's not, like, I would never ever see, for example, who's someone we don't like from the show. Malia, let's use her because we're not crazy about her. I would be like, oh my god, hi Malia. Like, I'm separating the two, real life and below deck.
Yeah.
So we had a comment about Barbie and how it was kind of fucked up what she did to whatever his name was, Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah. Did something very out of pocket.
Right.
Yeah.
Which again could have been the editing, but we say this too, like, we're just gonna comment on the show. We can't speculate on, editing might have done this or not done this or whatever. So then she messaged us, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a voice note. I think it was a long Instagram message or something.
Yeah.
Basically, like, telling us we suck.
Yeah. Like a really long, like, you're wrong. You are wrong. Everything you said is wrong. We're like...
I don't even think we responded.
I don't think we did either.
Because I was like, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Like, we have 500 subscribers on YouTube. You don't have to worry about us, to be honest.
You did reply, and it was just something like, hey, sorry, like, we never... Like, basically what you just explained. Right. And then she wanted to go back and forth, and I think we just stopped.
Yeah. So anyway, we really liked Barbie too, but now she hates us. So.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched any Indian movie or web series? I don't think so. Have you?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't even want to say, like, guesses, because I don't, yeah, I don't think so. We should. Sometimes I do think about that, where, like, sometimes when in the United States we get stuck in our own little bubble.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much stuff that is made in this country,
Yeah.
But... Yeah, I mean, and there's also just like a million things you can watch at any moment now. It's not like you even have to go to the video store anymore.
Yeah, we don't have to go to the video rental store or flick through the 50 channels we get on local TV. We have the technology.
I did used to slip the scenes of that one's due on previous season, so your recaps were helpful, especially. I know. So yeah, Barbie hates us. I'm trying to think if we've ever gotten messages from... Oh, we got a couple messages from Chef Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had liked a couple things of it. Also, we're not super, like, active on Instagram, so I feel like if we were more active on Instagram, we would talk to a lot more of them.
Yeah.
Because that's really where they're at. Like, they're not gonna... Do you see this cat? Do you guys see why I hate him? He doesn't stop doing anything. Like... He's been crawling over us this whole time.
Yeah.
He'll move over, mess with Luna. He'll mess with Brad. He just can't stop. He can't help himself. So anyways, we've talked to a couple cast members, but I don't know. I can't give you a reason why we don't do interviews or reach out more, but I think, to be honest, you do need to have a strong social media presence. Social media is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like, keeping up an Instagram and a TikTok and even like YouTube, which obviously we do, but that's why there's social media managers.
Yeah.
Like, and we don't obviously have the money to hire somebody, but it's just a lot of work, and I don't want to half do it. Which I guess is what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I can't win. Okay. I'm recommending you a movie named Bad, available in subtitle. It definitely blow your mind. Exception. Nice. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. I also struggle. Okay. This is just a random question. When there's a movie that isn't in English, do you prefer them speaking the language with English subtitles, or do you prefer the English dubbing where they like?
I go back and forth. I kind of like where they dub over it, because sometimes if you're not paying like close attention, it works, but when you're really watching it, like if I really sat down and watched the movie, I think I'd rather have the subtitles.
Yes. So that bothers me, and that was like Squid Games, right? That's one. What was another one we tried? Oh, Senna, which is a show on Netflix. They did it half in English, half in like Portuguese. I don't know. I do prefer just the subtitles. So I'd rather hear them speak in the language that it was in the movie and read it. Because the mouth not matching the words.
Yeah, that takes me out of it.
Throws me off. And I'm sorry, but the voices are never matched correctly either.
Never.
Like, you look at the person, you're like, I know that's not their voice.
Yeah, or it's like a little kid and it's like, hey, Dad,
Yeah.
how you doing? It's like, you couldn't find a kid.
Right. Yeah, I don't mind either. Depends where my head's at. I can watch dub only if it's well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Senna, when we watched it, that was pretty well done.
Yeah, that was not bad. See, I grew up watching like the old school Jackie Chan movies, so.
Was it dubbed over?
Yeah, it was dubbed, a lot of it.
Yeah. Been watching anime since like 7. I feel like that is a thing. Like if you do like anime, you're just so used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Paige on that. Like, there are times where if I'm like tentative, but if I'm like doing other things and I have to read, it just doesn't work.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I like subtitles in general. Like, if I'm, and I've talked to Brad about this. This is so hard for me to like explain, but there are some shows where the pronunciation is better than others, or like what's the word I'm looking for? Like
dictation.
Yeah, I don't know, or like just the volume. Like the volume's better. I don't know, but I prefer subtitles because I can't hear. You're making me want to buy clear glasses. Oh, these are just my blue light glasses, and to be honest, I'm wearing them because I'm not wearing any makeup. But you can still tell that. Somebody goes, I love your black cat. You guys want to see him? If I pick him up, he's going to be like, Rawr! Watch.
Free to good home.
Free to good home. Here he is. There he is. You wanted your time in the spotlight. You got it. He's a long-haired cat, so he gets mats on his belly, and I was messing with one of them. I have to brush him like every other day. And he's a psycho about that too. He's really, to be honest, there's nothing good about him. We're so mean to him. He's like the scapegoat of our family. But he also is like the outcast on his own. We don't do that to him because we'll say this all the time. All 3 of the other animals can lay together and chill. He's off on his own. Like he'll be laying in his cardboard box that we have out here because he just doesn't like anything. Have you watched RR Whose Song Won Oscar? I haven't. When you first asked that, I was thinking of Slumdog Millionaire. That's Indian, right? But you might not remember that movie because it was a while back.
I know the title, like that's title, but I don't know what movie.
And I don't want to sound stupid, but that's Bollywood, right?
Yeah.
And is that the same? It's a genuine question. Like Bollywood's in India, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! See, like we're so stupid.
We're so American.
I know. we actually haven't traveled. Well, I want to say out of the country, and I don't count like Mexico or Canada or like the Dominican or anything like that. I haven't been to Europe in like too long.
Yeah, 2000 and
Oh, geez, 17
17,
maybe.
yeah, for
Pre-COVID.
Barcelona and
And I will say this, like anybody who I think this really applies to Americans. You need to travel. What are you doing? What's the point? Do you guys see her now? Oh my God.
She just walked over me.
I think she wants to stay. The thing is her and the cat are like mortal enemies too. So she might just be doing something to make him mad.
Who knows?
Anyways, what I was saying is you have to travel outside of the US to have empathy. is that what I'm trying to say? Like, I think anybody who stays in this country and never travels anywhere, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to make it sound like you're more intelligent if you travel worldly, but you just have a view on like the world and life different, if that makes sense.
Like if you don't travel, that you think America is the world, basically.
Yeah, and I don't mean that as like, oh, everybody that's never traveled loves America and thinks we don't do anything wrong. No, not at all. But you just don't realize that there are people different than you. There are different cultures, and that like it's not bad or good. Like it's not like a competition, or I don't know if I'm saying this right, but like, do you know what I mean? Just like you go somewhere, you're like the culture's totally different.
Horizons.
Yes, and you're like, oh yeah, like I'm not. Our culture is not the only culture, and it's not like it's the best. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
the world isn't like
the United States isn't great right now, anyways. So, do you guys see her? Look at her.
Yeah.
You see her head on there? She looks like she's so uncomfortable, but she did this to herself.
Yeah.
The main actor is Indian. I don't know if the movie is Bollywood. Okay. Traveling really gives you a better perspective about other people and culture. Yep, that's what I was trying to say. I just couldn't say the words. But yeah, it really does. And we even talk about that. I think that's, again, and I'm not blaming people. I just think when you don't have that perspective, you don't even know what to compare it to. You know what I mean? Like we've talked about our parents haven't traveled. I don't think they've traveled outside the country. Canada,
yeah.
I think my parents have only traveled to Canada.
well, the hilarity of it is like people will give you their view and opinion on the world, and it's like you've never left the United States.
Right.
How would you know?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, in my opinion, you can't say the United States is the best if you've only been to the United States. Right?
Yeah.
Or anything else. You know, like, I don't know. Slumdog Millionaire was a British drama film whose cast was Indian. Okay. Good to know. And it was old. It's older. I want to say didn't it win the Oscar for Best Picture? Probably back in, I'm going to guess like 2011 or 2012.
I was going to say 2010, yeah.
Yep, somewhere around there. I think I watched it back then, but it's been so long that I can't remember if I did or didn't. So I wouldn't even be able to say. 2008, older.
05.
05? Oh my God, I'm old. 20 years ago.
Oh, no, it was 08.
Oh wait, sorry, he looked it up. That's still very long ago. Because I do remember being in like high school, so that would make sense. Ugh. All right, we'll keep going for another few minutes. You want to get off after a few minutes? Any other questions, guys? Oh yeah. I was gonna ask you. We are so psycho about pickleball sometimes. I don't even want to ask sometimes because I'm like, oh, we played for 8 hours yesterday. What is the dog's name? This is Luna. Looney B. Thor's over there. So Luna's a French bulldog. She is like maybe almost 1.5.
1.5.
And then we have Thor.
Baby.
Should we show Thor? He never gets any screen time. Let's show Thor.
Him's the sweetest boy.
Where is he? Ugh. Can you see him?
Yeah.
There he is. Thor is going to be 9, like in a couple months. And he's just getting old, and it's sad. He's had 2 leg surgeries, his back legs. So he's like kind of always limping, and makes us sad. From where did you choose your show's intro and outro music? It is not that complicated. I think I found it on, gosh, I don't even remember the website. Somebody had told me there was royalty-free music you could pay for on some website, and I bought it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
I don't even remember. I just remember we were looking for music,
Yeah.
And I told you to go to like YouTube Studio, and you didn't find anything you liked there, and you, I think, maybe asked Kara
Yeah, I don't remember.
for a website, or did you find it?
I don't know. I remember her getting to the website, and then it was like an hour of her going through things.
Yeah, I think it might be Audio Jungle. Does that sound right?
Here's a good question for you, Lane. Just curious, how long does it take you guys to edit?
Oh, that's Lane's job.
It really depends on the episode. It's not super long, but if we have an episode where like the animals are running around, we have to keep pausing.
Like we did this past week.
Yeah, this past one took a while.
Oh God.
But there's been ones where like I have to pee in the middle, like stuff like that. I have to edit out, and that takes a little bit, and that kind of makes me have to rewatch the episode. But if we like do the episode, stop, and I feel good, like there's nothing sticking out in my brain saying like I need to cut that out, I just basically throw an intro and outro on it, and it takes like 20 minutes at the least, and then I just upload it and go to bed.
Nice. Oh, you want to tell the story about the one that was late a few weeks
God.
ago? We'll tell you guys this. We actually never explained this, did we?
We didn't. Yeah, I kept meaning to in the episodes, but I would forget.
Okay, so yeah, remember how we didn't, it was like a few weeks ago that we didn't have it out till like Sunday night?
Yeah, I think it was more like Tuesday. But, so I got a new phone like I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, and it shoots on like 4K. It's got a really good camera. So for months I've been saying like, oh, let's shoot on my phone. It shoots in a better quality. It'll look better on YouTube. And so we finally get the dongle to plug it into our cord to record with our mics. And we record it, and I go to upload it, and I'm like, why is it 28 gigabytes? I shot it in 4K, 28 gigabytes for a 45-minute episode. And oh my God, every step of that was hell. It took like 5 hours to upload to my computer, or upload to the Google Drive, and then another 3-4 hours to download onto my computer. Then I had to edit it.
And then you had to go out of town.
Then I had to go out of town for the weekend.
Which he never usually has to.
Yeah, never. And so I finally get it. Like, I have to leave like 20 minutes before I'm doing this. And I finally get it. Like, it's uploading to YouTube. I'm like, all right, Hail Mary, I'm going to this wedding. I have to leave. And I kept checking when I'm there. It's not uploaded. And I get back, and it was like, failed to upload. And it just didn't give me a reason.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, sweet. So then I had to keep trying, and then it finally uploaded on like Tuesday.
Yeah, I actually did not know if we were going to have an episode that week because there was nothing to do. By Paige, we are actually going to hop off too. So thank you so much for being here. Yeah, thank you guys so much. This was a little bit of a growing pains at the beginning.
Learning experience.
We have to figure out, there must be something we have to do on the computer to be able to do it.
Yeah.
But we will, we're going to shoot for doing this maybe once a month.
Yeah.
We just have to schedule it because we just forget to schedule it.
Yeah.
It's really not that big of a
we've
deal.
We've never like missed one we scheduled.
No. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out. Our episode will be out at its normal time, unless we record on late.
I hope to God.
And we'll see you guys then, okay? Have a good rest of your weekend.
See you guys.
It's like it's Lane gonna say anything. Bye, guys.